Alright, here we are at TweetGorilla training video number 2. We're going to show you now how to find targeted followers using TweetGorilla's features and functions. Now first, before we go anywhere, once you're logged in, you're going to see this little control panel here. And see those little blue dots next to each of the tabs? You just hover over each of the blue dots. You're going to see information specific to what those functions are. So there's the follower center down here. You've got messaging, the replies center, and so on and so forth. So go ahead and familiarize yourself with those to get started with so you can see what each one does. Now for this one, we're going to work with the follower center, so we're going to go ahead and click on that tab. Now we've tried to make this software as easy to use as possible. So for each little gray boxed area, you can do a number of things to try to find Twitter profiles that you want to follow. So the first one is tweets containing. This would be keywords that people might be tweeting about. So let's just put in real estate, for instance. Let's say we want to target that keyword. And here there's a drop-down box. You can actually put in location here. So if I wanted to find somebody that's tweeting about real estate that is 30 miles from zip code 22303, I enter it right in there. Let's click submit. And boom. Those are all of the people that fit those parameters. They're tweeting about real estate and they're 30 miles away from the zip code we put in. And you can even see in there the keyword is highlighted. Now, let's go to the top of the page real quick and show you what we would do first of all if we wanted to look through these profiles to decide which ones we wanted to follow. Next to each picture is a link, and that is a link to their profile. If I click on that, it's going to open a new window. So I can look at individual profiles to decide whether or not I want to follow those people. Now, if you want to take some time and build a really high-quality Twitter list, this is exactly what you want to do. You want to use those targeting parameters and then go through and search out each individual profile. But let's just say we like the parameters that we put in and we want to follow all of those people. One thing we can do is click Mark All. It's going to follow everybody on this page once we click Follow All Marked. But we've got another cool feature at the very bottom of the page. Let's say we don't want to worry about doing it just one at a time, but we want to follow the next 5 pages. Boom. All we do is click there, and it's going to follow all of the profiles on this page and the 4 pages that follow it. Now, there could be situations where there are a whole lot more people than show up in these results. What you'd have to do is continually, every 5 pages, click that button. But what that does is it builds a huge queue of people that TweetGorilla is going to follow for you. As you can see right here, it's taking you through pages 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It then will slot all those profiles into a queue, and it will begin following them based on the parameters that you've set up. And we'll show you how that works in just a second. So that's very simply how you would follow people using the tweets containing or looking for keywords within tweets. So let's go back to the follower center, and we're going to show you the other ways that we can follow people. Now, if we click the next box, now we're not going to take you through each of these. I'm going to explain them so you understand them. But if I put a Twitter account username right here and all followers of user, Bob Smith, let's say, when I click that and then click submit, it's going to now queue up all the people that follow Bob Smith. So there might be some businesses out there that are competitive to yours, and if they like what those businesses are, chances are they're going to like what yours has to offer as well. So that's a great place to find targeted followers. The next one, a user's description bio containing. This will allow you to find Twitter profiles that have certain keywords in their bio. So again, if we did real estate, for instance, it's going to find Twitter profiles that contain real estate in the profile. Here we put in marketing. You could put in whatever you want. and it's going to find profiles that contain those keywords. And again, just like before, it's going to queue those people up and follow them at certain times based on the way that you have your account set up. All right, let's go back into the follower center again. Okay, and the next one is all users that follow me, but I don't follow back. Sometimes people are going to just follow you because they like your name or they like what you're tweeting about, and this allows you to follow those people back. And it's a great way to build relationships on Twitter. Someone follows you, you follow them back, you're following each other, and it allows you to establish that connection. It also really helps the stickability of people. They're less likely to unfollow you if you follow them back. All right, cool. Let's bounce down to the follower settings in Follower Center again. All right, and this is the Twitter ratio. What this means is the amount of people that you're following and that are following you. So in the best of all worlds, a 1-to-1 ratio is fantastic. You know, for every person that you follow, there's one following you back. You can set the different ratios here, and you know, to be honest, Twitter does not want you following thousands and thousands of people and you only have 1 or 2 following you back. They will suspend your account. That's not the kind of activity they want to see. They want to see people who are interacting with others, they have people following them, and they're following back. What this allows you to do is kind of set these ratio parameters within your TweetGorilla account so that you know you don't have to deal with those kinds of issues. And TweetGorilla will actually shut off and quit following people if you hit above a certain ratio. Now when you're getting started and you have below 2,000 people that you're either following or are following you, personally I don't think the ratio is quite as important because Twitter understands you're getting your account started and it's going to be more than likely that you're going to be following more people than are following you back. But as your account grows and you have more activity, you want to stick to as close to about 1-to-1 as possible, but there are going to be times when you're following a few hundred extra people that are following you, and then you might go into your account and unfollow some people to kind of get that ratio back under control. So we know it's not going to happen in real time, but just be cognitive of that. And then down at the very, very bottom, we've got our unfollow tab. And what that's going to do is find all the people that you're following that aren't following you back. And we're going to use TweetGorilla does wait a specific period of time before that happens. We're not going to follow people and then immediately unfollow them. But this is going to create a list for you of those people that aren't following you, and you can unfollow them. Again, that's going to help maintain that Twitter ratio. So those are pretty much all of the parameters within the Follower Center. And let's move on to training video number 3.